What's happening, Kim folk? Welcome back to the channel, Knuckles TV. Knuckles coming at you. Today we got another install video for my 2019 Road Glide Special Storm. Today what we're installing is your PM grips. So here's performance machine grips, and I actually got these from Loudmouth Cycles, man. So if you end up needing some grips and you're interested in these grips, I'll leave the link to Loudmouth down below, their Instagram and their Facebook. So make sure you go give them a holler, man. They'll definitely hook you up. So let's get started. All right, Kim folks, so let me show you exactly what comes in the box of your PM grips. So you have these great instructions, man, full colored instructions, pretty awesome. A lot of detail in that. Along with that, you get your grips, and then an Allen key and some set screws. So we're gonna have to drill into the handlebars, just a little indentation for these set screws to sit. So, but not a big deal. It's not that hard, man. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do the clutch side first. We gotta remove your little odometer toggle switch. So what I'm gonna do is lift it up just a tad till you hear it click up like that, and then all you want to do is just a little small screwdriver, man, and under here is like a little clip, but you just lift up and pull out at the same time, and it slides right off like that. Definitely got to be careful. You don't want to break it, and I hope I didn't. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so it just slides on. See these little clips here? It just slides on onto here. And when you put it back on, it'll just snap right in. So you take that off first. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and loosen up these two perch bolts, and then we'll loosen up the cover for this switch housing right here. So we'll take these and loosen them up. So these will not actually come out, so you don't have to worry about losing them. They're actually made to where they don't come completely off of there. And now what we want to do is this cover should just pop right off, just like that there. And then we're gonna have to loosen this up some more, because what you're gonna have to do is actually pull this grip off. So let me loosen this up some more. Shouldn't have to take them all the way off, but I could be wrong. And you just work this off of there. Like that there, okay? These set screws are really small, so have to be careful not to lose them. Put them there. They send you a little Allen key as well, but I've got some here that I'm gonna use. But what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna wanna set, the reason why you need those set screws is you're gonna wanna put the grip on and then set it the way you want it, and then mark your holes here. See if you can see these holes here. You're gonna wanna mark those on the bars, and then you'll come back with a little drill bit and put a little indentation right there, and that way the set screws actually have something to sit into. All right, Kim folk. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put your grip up against the housing here, right? And it only goes so far, because your unit here will only slide so far this way. On my bars, if you look in there, it's got an indentation to where it stops. You see that? So what we'll do here is just push this up against the bars, or up against the housing. And then the reason why you want to put this side on is so we can put this however we want it to look. So if I want the performance like that, performance machine to run like that, we'll set it like that, which I think that looks good, right? So I've got just a little pick I'm gonna scratch where these holes are. I'm gonna scratch a line in there so I know where these set screws are gonna go. So just stick it in there. Make sure it doesn't move. Do the other side there. Let's see if it worked. See that mark right there? And then the other side as well. So 1/8 drill bit. All right, and then if you can, what you want to do, man, is if you have a punch, go ahead and punch you a little indentation on each of your marks. That way when you go to drill, it doesn't walk on you, and it'll keep the drill bit in place. I don't have a punch, so I'm just gonna try it. And you don't go all the way through, just a little indentation to where it'll catch. We're gonna go with that right there. All right, so you can do the other side. Like I said, it's just gotta be a little dimple to where when you put these set screws in, it doesn't allow it to move, the grip to move. Okay, so now that's done, we're gonna come back. I have a 2mm Allen head, and I'm gonna put some Loctite on here. So we'll bring this. You definitely want some Loctite on there. So if you look at the other side, you can actually see the hole there, the other little dimple that I did. So that's what you want. And then what'll happen is, once you get the set screws in there, the way that you know your dimple's deep enough is the grip won't move. Okay, ba-bam, baby. So that's that side there. And then we'll just go ahead and put this back together, and then we'll jump to the other side. All right, Kim folks, so I ended up putting my bike on my bike stand, the jack stand, just because it made it easier to be able to keep this from sliding back off with the bike leaned over. So if you got one, it makes it a little bit easier. These things are great, man, because they're machined aluminum, I believe, or machined billet aluminum, and then they have a Renthal grip. And man, that grip is freaking amazing. So the cool thing about this grip is, if you end up wearing them out, Loudmouth Cycle also sells the replacements. So all you do is you rip this one off, and then it's Renthal grip, and it just slides over the grip again, man, and it gives you brand new cushions there. So that's great, because then that means you don't have to buy whole new grips. So you can just keep the same ones and just keep replacing the centers. It's good stuff. All right, so now let's do the other side. We're gonna loosen these up here. Do your cover. Again, take the cover bolts completely loose. And the cover just pops right off. And then what you're gonna do is, this is throttle by wire, right? So it has a little gear in there. So if you just pull it, it should come right out of there. There we go. Okay, and that's your throttle by wire gear there. So if you've never had throttle by wire, man, that's what this is. It's not cable driven. And you've got a gear inside here to match this gear here. So on the new grip, you actually got the same idea, right? This has got a gear in there as well. So you'll just come and put it on here to match it up. You want to try to get it the same way you have the other one. So let's like this here. Want to pull this. The thing is, you got to get that gear matched up. There. And you should feel it or hear it pop there. And as you can see, it's grabbed that gear already. So another thing, do not put any kind of grease or lube or anything on here. It does not require it. See, it's on there. Because it's working. My fuckers. So we'll take this and make sure it's pushed all the way and tighten this thing back up. And you'll want to adjust your situation here. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. And you'll want to get your controls, switch housing together. And then when these switch housings, whenever you go back together with them, you want to make sure that they tighten up all the way, that this gap here, you want to make sure that it closes up. So the best way I found is to tighten this up first, and then you come back and you tighten your housing, and you'll see how it closes up, and that gets it nice and sealed, top and bottom. Now what we're going to do, okay, it's not working. It's not working right. Which means this isn't right. We're gonna loosen it back up. See if I can figure out why it's not returning like it's supposed to. Well, what's happening? Unfortunately, the end of that video, I somehow lost the footage, so I do not have the end of the video. So I'm gonna go back over what I said at the end of that video. So basically, man, I was having a little trouble with the throttle getting stuck, not snapping back. So all I did was I ended up just loosening everything all up again, and then it ended up just being able to snap back. So if that happens to you, I guess it was just kinked or something. If that happens, just unloosen everything, and then it should just fall into place. So after that, I didn't have no problems. And I've been running with these grips for about 2 weeks now, man, and I haven't had any problems at all. So so that's it, kinfolk. I hope that helped y'all, man. I hope y'all enjoyed that install. These are really good grips. Like I said, if you need to get some of your here around town, get contact with Loudmouth Cycles, man. They'll definitely hook you up. And then if not, just go online and order them. And they're legit, man. So so anyway, kinfolk, I hope that helped y'all. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man, if you haven't already. And hit that thumbs up, because that really helps me out. So until next time, much love, much respect. Knuckles out.